Springfield's Eastfield Mall will be home to a mass COVID-19 vaccination site by the end of this week. And those in Phase 1 and the beginning of Phase 2 will be able to receive their shots by early next week. But all of this comes as health officials say vaccine demand outpaces supply from the federal government. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live in Springfield with more on that. Audrey.
Governor Charlie Baker is hoping that this location for the mass vaccination site here at Eastfield Mall will have the capacity to vaccinate 500 people a day to start off, and could eventually reach a point where they could vaccinate thousands of people a day. However, with the vaccine supply in question, it's up in the air still whether or not they'll actually be able to get that number delivered.
The last 7 days, we've done 12,000 a day. Again, we would need to get over 50,000 a day. That's 4 times what we're doing right now if we're going to get all adults over 18 vaccinated in the next 100 days.
Bay State Health President Mark Kerouac sharing the state's vaccination statistics to compare the supply versus the goal. The COVID-19 vaccine rollout in the state is still in Phase 1, and the demand is high. Mercy Medical Center had to pause booking new appointments for their clinic online.
Through our website, instead of continuing to take thousands of requests and booking out 3 and 4 weeks, we just decided to say we're going to deal with the request that we have now.
Governor Charlie Baker announcing Monday that Springfield's Eastfield Mall will open a mass vaccination site on Friday. And Monday, February 1st, that site will be open to the top priority group in Phase 2, people 75 and older. But that's not the only place people can get the shot.
It's going to start next week. Usually when we put in for it, we'll get it a couple days later.
West Springfield Mayor William Reichelt says the town's senior center will start giving out the vaccine next week, but with a limit. An email from state health officials obtained by Western Mass News says in part, quote, "Unfortunately, given the lack of vaccine allocated by the federal government to Massachusetts at this time, vaccine orders need to be capped going forward through February and until more vaccines are available. You will be able to receive 100 doses of Moderna per week." Reichelt says his health officials have started compiling wait lists of interested people who will be eligible next week when Phase 2 starts.
So that when we have it, we can put it out to them and say, hey, here's how you sign up, and here's the information you need to bring with you.
Now, health officials with the town of Agawam also today saying that they'll host vaccine clinics later on in February. Now, it's important to note that Phase 2 starts on Monday, and Phase 2 begins with folks who are 75 and older. However, the governor announced today that people who are age 65 and older are being moved up in the priority list so that they'll be second within Phase 2. Live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.